Welcome to this demonstration of the Gamtec Roulette Pacemaker device, brought about from a request to solve a problem on live table games, or live roulette table games, which are connected to terminals, whereby there might not be any players at the table itself, but there could be players at the terminals, and the terminals might not be visible by the croupier. So with any distractions or a loss of time, the croupier can lose track of when to spin the wheel, and therefore you end up with dead time when you could be having more spins per hour. So in order to solve that, we connect our little screen stroke PC directly to the wheel, so it's not a timer as such because it operates in real time. So the initial screen that you would see is the one that we've got here set up, which is by default hold game because you haven't actually done anything. And on the left hand side in this window you've got a target number of games per hour that you'd like to keep, and so we'll enter those. There'll be a drop down menu, this will be a touch screen, but if I put 50 in there, it immediately gives me the instruction to start a game because it's the first game of the sequence, and so I can start the game. So I'll let the game go, so let's start a game now effectively. So the game is in motion. It's working out the timing of the game itself, and then based on that it's comparing it to how many games the target was, and you end up with a screen. On this occasion now it's showing us that after that game the current spin rate per hour, or game rate per hour, is now 52, which is higher than our target. Now you may or may not want to keep below a target, in which case you can override this at any time. So even though it says hold game, you can spin it, and you will always then, if you keep doing that, you will always have your current games per hour above your target games per hour. More usually you would get a result like this. So after a few games this would say be a result, and target games per hour is 50 and the current games per hour is 46, and we've got a start game, so we can start the game at any time because we need to be making up games. So in effect you would hover somewhere between the current games going above and below the target games. And if you had set the target too low, so you were continually over, then obviously your target's too low. But this will always change from red to green in a time frame that will enable you to maintain the target games per hour. So go back to the first screen. Obviously all of our games are finished. Just to show you what it is that I've actually got here. This is a 7-inch screen. Okay, so if I move it back a bit, put it there, you can see it's the size of a 7-inch screen, and it would be a touch screen, and this would probably be a self-contained Windows pad. Doesn't have to be 7 inches. We've got plans to put more information on the screen because we collect much more information than just the time that a game takes, and in order to see that then you would need a larger screen. But initially, if all you wanted is games per hour, then this could be squashed down onto any form of screen that would simply give the croupier visual clues as to whether or not to hold a game, which of course you can override, or green definitely means if you want to keep up to your target rate, spin now. Okay, I hope you find the product of interest.